This is Caribbean Vibes.
Mother of our firstborn king, conceived her first offspring, gave birth in Holy Land to this giant of a man. This is how she played her part by giving us a star. History books will all now show how much to her we owe. I, Maria. I, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn boy.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
With some frankincense and myrrh, the wise men went to her, then departed their own way, avoiding Herod as they say. Then Mary fled the land to Egypt, child in hand.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Mother of our firstborn king, conceived her first offspring, gave birth in Holy Land to this giant of a man. This is how she played her part by giving us a star. History books will all now show how much to her we owe. I, Maria. I, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn boy.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
With some frankincense and myrrh, the wise men went to her, then departed their own way, avoiding Herod as they say. Then Mary fled the land to Egypt, child in hand, avoiding Herod all the way, who destroyed children as they play. I, Maria. I, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He hardship mothers undergo by preserving her firstborn. Her light she also shone, even to the very end. A mother's love she lent, and now all is said and done, gave her only begotten son. In the highest, let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Yeah. Don't forget, it's very important. No matter what you do in this world, we got to remember the firstborn boy. In this time, more than ever, we should give praises and thanks to the man Most High. Oh yeah. In the highest, let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn boy.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Mother of our firstborn king conceived her first offspring, gave birth in Holy Land to this giant of a man. This is how she played her part by giving us a star. History books will all now show how much to her we owe. I, Maria.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
With some frankincense and myrrh, the wise men went to her, then departed their own way, avoiding Herod as they say. Then Mary flee the land to Egypt, child in hand, avoiding Herod all the way, who destroyed children as they play. Ay, Maria. Ay, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest, let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn boy. Now the story goes to show the hardship mothers undergo by preserving her firstborn. Her light she also shone, even to the very end. A mother's love she lent, and now all is said and done, gave her only begotten son. Ay, Maria. Ay, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest, let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria. He is our Savior. Let's anoint his head with oil and serenade our firstborn boy.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Yeah. Don't forget, it's very important. No matter what you do in this world, we got to remember the firstborn boy. In this time, more than ever, we should give praises and thanks to the man Most High. Oh yeah. Ay, Maria. Ay, Maria. Sing Hosanna for King. In the highest, let us sing. Maria, 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 Maria.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Born to us, a child was born. Born to us, an everlasting son. Like a thief in the night, he shone his light. For he meant no harm, he came to save us from damnation. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 amen. Our Savior is born today. He's born in glory light, while the shepherds cry. For they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come around, you know they're not Christians. Get together and from nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
A child of joy, a man who fought, and for sins the Savior brought and win. See him healing the sick, helping the poor, and things like leprosy, you know our Savior cure. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, hoorah,
This is Caribbean Vibes.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Born to us, a child was born. Born to us, an everlasting son. Like a thief in the night, he shone his light. For he meant no harm, he came to save us from damnation. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. He's running close to light, while the shepherds cry. For they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come on man, you know they're not Christians. Get together and from nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for we.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
A child of joy, a man who fought, and for our sins the Savior brought and win. See him healing the sick, helping the poor, and things like leprosy, you know our Savior cure. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. He's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come on man, you know them non-Christians get together and put nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for we. He was conceived, so said and done, all three in one, a truly blessed son. He displayed his own skill and Father's will. So when we are at fault, we know that he loves us still. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. He's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
get together and from nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for we.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
The good book says the time is now. The signs are here. All should kneel and pray. Let's take it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check.
Hooray, hooray, hoorah.
It's approximately 29 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report. Not much of you luck on this morning, eh? Everybody dealing with the Christmas things, school and holidays.
And when he come on man, you know they're not Christians.
Or most go jump up about 7 Trinidad time. Because in the United States, the time get pushed back by 1 hour. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. On this day, Monday, December the 15th. December flying fast, fly fast, boy. November fly fast. Boy, I find them months of them flying fast, boy.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
It's when you have bills to pay. It's when the Mondays fly fast, you know, boy. When you pay a bill and I'm on 10 days, so whether it be light bill, whether it be internet. But tell the roads, a pleasant good morning to you. Marilyn Chicharan, good morning. Anne-Marie Amin, a pleasant good morning to you. Carmen, good morning. Wendy and John, good morning. 007, good morning. Carmen. Jillian John, good morning. Troy Smith, good morning. Lorraine Harrigan, Dave and Deborah. Oh God, I'm going to call all you because I asked a question and I ain't get to find out yet. Ishmael Khan, good morning. Troy Smith, good morning. Stefan. Hira, good morning to you. Dave Maraj, good morning. Reynald, good morning. Mala, pleasant good morning. Elizabeth. Yo, Brady Bunch, always lock on. Good morning, Biznat. That's Passad it is. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes. I ain't done anything. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. Oh, sir. Gong. Yeah. So, Biznat, let me think by the time I'm looking for something here. All music. Right. Right. That's a little spirit to start off here, understand? That's what we talking about. Hey, I get to meet Big Mouth, man. Not Big Mouth, the one who always Marsha. I in a gas station the Saturday. Marval Road corner, they sold gas station, they so. You turned into going a lake gas all of a sudden, yeah. Mr. Andy Williams. I say, well, but the voice, that voice, all you know that voice, who always dealing with Marsha. The woman was family in politics too now, so she doesn't identify herself. I know who it is, I know the face and everything now. Into the darkness. I can't call she name. Out of the ashes we rise. That's what we talking about. No one like you. None like you. My God is gracious. My God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. So we just make up thing and put the music all here. What we say? My God. Tell me the pitbull could sing.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Out of the ashes he rise.
There's no one like you.
Tell me if the pitbull have a sweet voice.
Like you.
Bang, bang, bang.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is
Hey, Natasha, good morning. Jess School, good morning. Afiza Di Marmela, good morning to you. Jason Mitchell, good morning. This thing running fast. Pingala Mohan, good morning. Michael Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Nigel Black, good morning. Donna Lewis, a pleasant good morning to you. Komati, good morning. Royal Passad, a pleasant good morning to you. Acton, good morning. Rampol, a pleasant good morning to you. Jason Mitchell, good morning. Princess Tong, good morning. 007, good morning to you. Monica, Ramki Soon, good morning. Regin Jamaraj, a pleasant good morning. Ryan Ali John. Betty Biswa, good morning. Jama Philip, good morning. Peter Samlal Singh, good morning. Farmer Kane Farmer, good morning to you. Balroop, Balraj, in fact, good morning, Balraj. Katian. Oh, Katian, good morning. Sandra, Ruplal, good morning to you. Carmen. Jacqueline Sami, good morning to you. Joyce Ram, good morning. Esther Smith.
our God is with
How are you going? Good morning.
what can stand against?
Vanessa Daniel, good morning to you.
Stand
Trini Nairo, pleasant good morning. Zamid, good morning. Michael George, good morning to you. Free J, good morning. Budram John, a pleasant good morning to you. And Brong here.
is there.
And you look nice when I see you there, girl.
God is stronger
Yes, and Brong, that big nice UNC dinner, eh?
than the other.
All was about networking, socializing. Michael George, good morning. Todd Gray, good morning. Ann Williams, good morning. Kuva, good morning. Donna Gockins, good morning.
God is greater, our God is stronger. God
Annie, a pleasant good morning to you. Caribbean Soul, good morning.
our God is healer, awesome in power.
Caribbean Soul, they say good morning everyone. Kublal sing son here. Which one of the Kublal sing son? Which Kublal sing?
Is for us,
The one who is fast.
just like us.
What used to be fasting. Kamala Samlal sing.
And what
Good morning to you. Let me know which one of the Kublal sing son is here.
God is for us, and who could ever stop us? And if our God,
Marlon Chitaran, I don't tell you morning already.
what can stand against?
Hey Kathleen,
Stand against.
Guru, good morning. Oh boy, Janelle, a pleasant good morning to you. Yes, Primraj, good morning. Joanne, Ramratan, good morning to you. Hey Jenny, how are you going? Good morning, Michael Scotland, good morning. Malabedesi, a pleasant good morning to you. Semantics, I ain't see a while, what's up? Shermer, good morning. Rick Lutzman, good morning. Azad Khan, good morning. Afrina, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Zibriam Ghani, good morning. Rick Lutzman.
In the eyes of the blind,
Hey, Ricky Ramota, a pleasant good morning to you. Grace Caesar, good morning.
none like you.
Afriza D. Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you.
Shine out of the ashes we rise. There's no
Yes, Roger Sibaran, a pleasant good morning. Let me call Dave and Deborah. I don't call them on the little. Ramesh, a pleasant good morning to you. Saroni,
our God is
good morning.
our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God,
Sarojan Singh.
our God.
All of that join up together there. Hey, Radhika, pleasant good morning to you. Jesse, good morning. Gloria, oh, good morning. Zafika, sing a pleasant good morning to you.
Shine
Farmer Kane Farmer, eh?
out of the ashes we rise. There's no
Rose, good morning.
like you. No one like you.
Gloria, Escala, pleasant good morning to you. Timon, good morning.
Our God is great.
Tony, jail Tony. Where's our name, boy? You no longer asking you about our name. Send him on, good morning.
Higher than any other.
Glory Ram Kilawan, good morning Ram Kilawan.
Awesome in power.
Earl, Logan, good morning.
Our God. Our God.
Kaladin, Passad, good morning. Mubarak, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you.
God, you are high.
Jason Jeffrey, good morning.
Other.
Sukal, like you know, Lokan, good morning, Nancy.
Awesome in power. Our God. Our God.
Who's sending that first voice note for the morning? Hey, Nigel, how are you going, my brother? I'll say, Officer Nigel, how are you going, my brother?
And if our our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God.
Madan, how you going, my brother? Good morning. Miss Radika,
God is strong,
how they in Lance Park? How you going?
you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God.
Hey, Joel Paul, how you going, my brother? Good morning. Hey, Bishop Owen, good morning. Jimmy Ramkrit, good morning to you.
And if our God is with us,
Hey, Mr. Lenny, good morning to you, Mr. Lenny. Ann Munsami, a pleasant good morning to you. Mina, good morning.
could ever stop
Felix, Monty, good morning.
with us, then
Patricia Reed, a pleasant good morning to you. I fed up you telling me Andy Honey and them kind of thing, you know. It's either I could see a pity, I want to see who calling me Honey. Suppose no use a man calling me Honey there, me, but that's no Patricia. I serious man. Right you, you tell them no way is in truth. You can be Honey and me, right you, Andy and Honey and all kind of thing there. So, and I don't have no, if you have mustache, beard, if you hair long, if it's short, I don't know. If it's a East Indian, if it's a dark, it don't matter the race, you know. But I need to know if you're male or female partner, ma'am. See, look at calling your partner, all kind of thing. Because you're there always, Andy, Honey, and Andy, it's your love man, all kind of thing. I don't know who's you, you have to show me you. Andy Maharaj, good morning. Yeah. Fido, Samaru, good morning. Love in the house. Jeff, good morning. Magani's friend, one girl. Oh, we ain't sending no voice note for me.
eyes of the
What going on?
there's no
Mandy,
like you.
Magani's friend, what going on with hands? You got through with all that sewer water that just running in your house there up there, so, and the place just stink and dirty. Hands and them know me, you know. I call Hands to come and check out the thing, and up to now Hands they me organize, and I fed up a Hands.
We rise
I went down by the office there and they are discriminated. Hey Philip, good morning to you.
none like you.
Happy enemy really living in the Big Ram, good morning. Imam Kasim, good morning. Jennifer, good morning. Lenny, I tell you morning already, boy.
Higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God.
Hey Nasa Hussein, good morning. Neely Silver, Dilly, all of you, a pleasant good morning. Nira, good morning to you. Franklin, good morning.
Into the
Dun Gobin. No longer I say money, Dun Gobin, man. That is a real man. Dun Gobin.
dash.
Kenrick, where you at, man?
There's no
Hey, Kenrick.
one love
How that war inside yet here, man? Like they're leaving Maduro for the Christmas, Kenrick.
like
Kenrick, what's going on with Maduro? Maria, good morning, Maria.
God is greater. Our God is strong.
Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, good morning. Naz, how you feeling, girl?
Our God is
How you feeling, Naz?
awesome.
Hope you feel a little better.
Our God. Our God.
Hey, Miss Jupati, a.k.a. Claxton Bay. Good morning, Claxton Bay. Dave and Deborah, tell all the morning already.
God, you are higher than
Mr. Lasaiva. I hope I go forget. Good morning, Mr. Lasaiva. Ram, man. Hey, Danny, good morning. Vishnu, good morning. Katie, Kati, and Acton, good morning. Osha, Ramata, good morning out there in Faizabad, morning.
And if our God is for
Hey, Miss Rivers, how are you going? You on work yet? Morning, Miss Rivers. Hey, Timothy Roberts, good morning. Brian, good morning.
and again, and if our God is for us, then who could
Rishi,
stop us? And if
how are you going? Wear purple, boy.
what can stand against,
Yes, wear purple. Any man always say wear purple, wear purple.
stand against.
Hey, Miss Ali out there in Konupia, good morning. Hey, Groove Master, how are you going, Groove Master? Pleasant good morning to you out there in Canada. Hey, what about Mr. Ramnarai? Mr. Ramnarai, good morning to you out there in Canada too, man. Your son, Arish. Nicholas Ramnarai, good morning.
Our God is here, awesome in power, our God.
Krishna out there, good morning.
Our God,
Hey, do that out there.
our God is greater.
In Las Lomas Day, do that morning.
God, you are
Hey, Johnny.
higher than
Yes, Johnny Sipasar, how are you going, my brother? Pleasant good morning to you.
our God is here.
Mr. Blank, good morning to Baby. Baby, good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, a pleasant good morning to you. I hope all is well with you, you know. You're a strong, small woman, you know, man. What about Miss Santa Cruz number 2? That little woman there, so she mountain is in either. How are you going? Morning, well, Pasar.
And what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then
Yeah, I like the way loud. By the meanwhile, send all the voice notes. Tell me how the weekend was.
stand against.
Chandra. Out there in London, good morning. How are you going, Chandra? Hey. All they are fine, all they late these days, you know. Hey, Mr. John out there in Trin City, good morning. Hey, Miss Lorna. How everything going with Miss Lorna and Miss Lawrence. I ain't Lawrence long time. Dave and Deborah. Denver Mohan. Daryl Mohan, good morning. Norris, you ain't going back to Trinidad for the Christmas, boy? Hey, Norris?
Water you turned into wine.
Mr. Lloyd, a.k.a. Chinese, a pleasant good morning to you.
In the eyes of the blind.
Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Donna and her husband. Good morning to you. Selena, out there in Arima, a pleasant good morning to you.
Into the darkness you
Susan, what I do? They still throwing things in your yard and all kind of thing. They walking over here, Susan. You
we rise.
gotta let me know, you know.
There's no one like
Pundit Rafi, good morning to you. Imam Kasim, a pleasant good morning to you.
you. Our God is great.
My partner out there in Canada.
Our God is strong.
You just walk on the way, track down there, so I think you're jockey. So good morning, my brother. Joel Ramrup, good morning. Sharon Solomon out there in Tobago, good morning. Hey, Anita,
Into the
and a.k.a. Horse,
dark
good morning. Frank James, morning to you.
ashes we rise
Ali Trini Ali, a pleasant good morning.
like you. None like you.
Hey, Rohan Prasad, good morning to you.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God
Hey, Litran and the wife, all of you, a pleasant good morning.
in power. Our God. Our God.
Mr. Claxton Bay, all of you, Claxton Bay, all of you. There's so much all here. But let me go with some voice notes there.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us,
Hey, Julius, out there, Empowerment, good morning.
and if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if
Miss Angeline,
God is with us, then
how are you going?
stand again. Stand again.
Let me waste those voice notes early before we go into some of the headliners. Hey, Rosemary. Good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger.
Don't forget to like and share. Share the thing, eh? Don't forget to share the thing. Let me just hook up this thing there. Let me play some voice notes there. Then we'll go into some of them headliners and them. While I will watch to see what is all the headliners. For those of you that look on to us on social media writing, let me see what some all the writers headliners. Yeah, I ain't gonna read all the morning to this one, morning to that one, whatever. What's some all the headliners? Oh boy. You only seen accident all over the place all here. Accident here, accident there. Boy, them gunman and them and all the game more dread, boy. I see that play, I get to watch back that play, they will play on the Grandee side. The car block the car in the road there, then that car back a reverse, running from men. While men running down that car, leg going shots, plow. Boom, the car back a reverse, the wall, boom, the driver out it. Two men dead, one pin down, ball in the head, shoot me, boy. Yeah, and they now shoot me my back and all kind of thing. I say, boy, that real movie thing there, I say it's Hollywood, you know. We had to deal with that. Let everybody, boy, I don't know. There's a kind of like Western kind of scene song, boy. Yeah, there's a kind of Western bacchanal thing there. I say, but where's this? The real Hollywood thing, boy? Nah, boy. They serious thing, you know.
Yes, blessed morning to the ground report. Yes, I would like to send a message to the Honorable Prime Minister. I honestly feel that the Prime Minister needs to put back Mr. Rudal Munilal in charge of the East-West corridor. The people in the East-West corridor who have contributed to having the government in office, they are suffering. They are suffering. And Andy, how you will feel to know that you have been supporting this government for so long, 30 years, 35 years, you have been supporting this government hands down, have been doing the work on the ground, encouraging people up and down to vote for the government. And when the government come in power now, they put in people who now jump across from the PNM in front of you, how you will feel, giving them nice jobs whilst you have none. The people who they're supposed to have on the ground, which is the councillors and the honorman and them, to give the government feedback on who support and who this and who that, and who is the real people who, look out for the party. They come like nothing to the party now. You understand? So we are asking the Prime Minister to put back Mr. Rudal Munilal on the forefront in the East-West corridor. The person presently she have in charge of that is not doing an excellent job at all. You understand? And we are asking the Prime Minister, please, people are suffering on the ground. Yes, while we have patience, things is not looking good. And please, we need help. We honestly need help. We have been applying for jobs through the various ministries, through the thing where they send for people to apply for jobs and things. We have been applying, and it seems like everything that's happening, helter skelter, and MPs, you can't ask them for nothing. They say they don't have nothing. They don't have no power, and I don't understand the way it is going on. You understand? So please, we need help. We need help.
Wow. Sorry about that. Let me just continue the Trinidad and Tobago. Let me just continue that. See, everybody will have a voice and will always have a voice on the ground report. So you're just listening to somebody things.
Yeah, once again, no, it seems to me like I should have been a PNM. And when the PNM stopped me from eating from the PNM trough, and I cannot get nothing from them again, I put on a yellow jersey and I crossed the floor. And I would have been put in front of all the diehard supporters and them who have been with the party for the past 30 years, 35 years. Don't even, let me just break it down, for the past 10 years. 10 hard, long years, while the party was out of office. We didn't switch. We didn't move on. We see it fit to hold on for our party, because we had confidence and faith in our beloved Prime Minister. At the time, opposition. So, all I am saying is that all you please, all you remember, all your people. Because there are people who they switch across because they wasn't eating from the PNM. And they have been put in front of us, getting nice job in Wassa. and all these things easy and quiet. Whereas we don't have nothing. And all we are saying is that the councillors and the honorman and them is the people and them who had people for the election on the ground doing the work all over, especially in the East-West corridor, doing the work. And all you're not giving them the opportunity to report back to you all. So all you could put things in place for the people who supported all year, who was die hard, who sacrificed, who stay without when all you was out of office. All you come on, it's unfair. It's unfair, and all you have P&M people laughing at us. It's unfair, and it is not. It's not feeling right. And I'm pleading with all you, please, all you do something about it. You understand? We have remained loyal and faithful. We didn't do like one or two of the P&M people when they can eat off of the chores, they decide to jump ship. And so happen they come and end up luckier than us. Luckier than we. They come and end up nice job in Wassa and all about, and we can't get nothing. When we ask them, we MP and we honor man and then what is going on, they can't even answer us. All you come on, man, it's not looking good. And we seeing it happening for ourselves. Nobody into we seeing it happening. It's unfair. And I am asking the Honorable Prime Minister to do something about it. I honestly believe when you had Mr. Rudal Munilal in charge of the East-West Corridor, things was not as bad as this. And don't wait for the people and them to switch on you, to try to get them back. We are loyal UNC supporters. We have been for a very, very long time. Even when the place was hard like banga seed, we hold on. Honorable Prime Minister, please, we pleading with you, do the honorable thing. Whoever you have in charge of the East-West Corridor, they are not doing an excellent job. I never want to come and make no voice note like this, but it is not right. And no matter who you call and who you try to talk to, like it's not working. Please, we pleading with you. I have 5 kids. All of them are over the age of 18 years. I have sacrificed and sent them to university, to school and all these things. They come out with their passes, their masters, the degree, and all sorts of things. And my children had to lead and run and go here and there and run and go all in Tobago to go and walk Roosters and KFC and all kind of things because they are ashamed. What going on? What it is going on? What it is really going on? All come on, man, wake up, man. Wake up. We have been loyal and we always want to be loyal to something. Give back the honor man and the councillors and them that play because them have known the people on the ground who have been there going through the heartache and the suffering and the pressure for all these years. Why is Wale was out of office? Right? We have been loyal. And these people know who we are and give them that play to report to you all so you all could put things in place for us to get work. I am not saying that you don't have to give the whole country need work who don't have work. But at the end of the day, we are your loyal soldiers. And not everybody vote for you don't have a job. It have people who don't need a job. So all they don't have to cater for everybody. But come on, do what all you have to do, man. It is unfair.
Oh Lord.
Good morning, Pitbull. Good morning to the folks who is locked on. Andy Williams, this morning, I'm very, very upset. Not personally, nothing can take me off track, but I'm upset about what is being said in public and in media, especially CNC3. They have their agenda and to promote propaganda against our esteemed Prime Minister, and they're doing all they could. But, when Rowley was in power, they wasn't speaking out. They wasn't doing anything. They wasn't printing anything. Nothing in the media against the PNM. Rowley was the best thing since kiss sliced bread, But now that this Prime Minister is trying to stabilize our country, everybody wants everything right now, and they want it now, right? It's all the time, all these other unions, when they sign up the agreement, and in Burt was the finance minister, they never protest for their money and all this kind of thing. Now all in a sudden, they want all their money due to them before Christmas, So the propaganda against the Kamala Prasad-led government is being fueled by the media, Andy? Okay, thanks. Good morning, Pitbull. Good morning.
Andy, good morning. Big Ram here. Blessings to you and the Grown Report family. And Andy, that last caller there, I agree with him 100%. There are other people who come in from the PNM and get job in the UNC, where there are a lot of UMC supporters and aldermen did so much work. It's unfair. I'm really, really disappointed with my Prime Minister for that. Have a blessed day, Andy. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Wow, wow, wow. All of the lines are open, eh? All of the numbers to call, let me give all of them numbers and them. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? One day ahead this morning, Donna Lewis. Like all weekend going good, boy. Like things real good at everybody. Always only 5 people. One put 2 voice notes, 3 voice notes. And not a call for the morning yet. Like all waiting for Granny or somebody else also call. Oh no. Nice, Solia. Go ahead, call up morning. While I'm looking out for that news day. Go ahead, morning.
Blessing uprising. The Pitbull of Radio, Lennox Smith. And my brother Mikey, I call out to him.
You know, somebody or 2, 3 people. You know, 2, 3 people.
Yeah.
After that man voice note, they say they're looking out for KFC to come next with talking. So, but like that was right.
Yeah.
Right?
But that man.
Yeah, go ahead. That man what? One thing. Go ahead. KFC.
I said, yeah, man. Sorry for you there. That man seeing what going on and he observing what going on. He fight and toil is a loyalist.
KFC in and out. Come to the internet, boy.
Yeah. I'll touch I'll flash him here. I said, that man, God bless him. He open the eyes. He see what going on. He fight and toil for this party. For the last 9 years, he's a loyalist like myself. They're taking a set to reject PNM, who say the worst about the honorable Prime Minister. I see one fly down from foreign day, all in diplomatic center, in Dinner Lime. All of them is ring down PNM, and the true loyalists and the true fighters, they're blacklisting them. They're calling ministers, they're sidelining you, they're putting answering the calls, they're blocking the phone now, and people who fight and toil. They're not assisting them and activists who afraid to come out and talk. They're afraid they get blacklisted. I KFC, I get blacklisted through under the PNM and I stay there but at the storm. Look, I send one of your comrades was there and he said protest. I out there fighting. Mikey, a big boy. You know what he said I was not say? I said the fear. Yeah, I'm in prayers. You will say that KFC, I go look into your matter. I know you're not man of that fighter. I'm close up to the thing. No, yeah, I mean prayers. I don't know, every man to their own self. Nobody don't care about nobody. I say they keep big party. They say they fun and this and that. They keep a party for cockroach. Cockroach can party underneath and folk can party on top, you know. No love. And they'll make you a flick. If I didn't get up, Tuesday go on there, Wednesday go on there, and move in. The Honorable Julian John was giving out hampers, food card, tablets. When I step in the office there, and Lord, my problem, I should know who I is and who I consider and this and that. But the woman give me a hamper like if I had a cockroach by a 150 bag, and they give out hampers, food card, and tablets. So all the PNN people and them, and the true loyalists and the true fighters, they're not assisting them. Means they enjoy, you know. But I'm born with joy. By giving thanks to life, health and strength, I mean seeing Mary. So 2026, 2027, that local election coming up, you know, if they broke up and feed the activists and them and feed certain activists and them, like Tabakit calling in. Me and Tabakit for about 3-4 years, Tabakit wasn't hiding. He come out and talking the loudest now and calling about who is toothpaste and who is that and all kind of thing. When he get victimized under the PNM and you're kissing K-Pax with Sean Felix, calling she all 4-5 in the morning. Sean Felix come and bust the market man 91.9. He come out now and talking hard now. When a man like Kerr who never leave, who stay in the fire, keep the fire blazing. My simple thing, you done partial legal challenges, then trying to assist me. When I call out and ask him for a assistance, they block me. I see the MP giving up bags with sticker and with your face on it. She ain't partial in the back here. As I come out of my toilet shirt to see they go get a bag. What? Nobody in pass. Bless. I'm not staying back and lay back and suffer in silence, Andy. That's why if I stay back and suffer in silence, I was waiting, or I never get a roof over my head for my two children today. So God bless the man of worship. Bless.
The family of late MP Lisa Morris, Julian seeks release of a report in fatal fire. Oh man, is that reporting come out yet, boy? The TTNNA wants urgent wage talks for its healthcare workers. Saying nurses already stay away from the EWMSC. Laramin man dies in a fiery crash. A prisoner on trial for murder of police officer found dead in his cell. Brasso Seco residents claims pleads to fix bad roads being ignored. Alright, so Brasso Seco resident claims that the pleads to fix the bad roads are being ignored. Slow Christmas sales worries business owners in San Fernando. Economists say that Moody's downgrade reflects long-standing economic pressure. Trade union leader forgives son killers. Who is that? National Trade Union General Secretary Michael Anisette. Yes. Okay, let me hear that.
ADI union leader forgives son's killers. Tobago police are awaiting. He says he has forgiven the men who murdered his son Micah in Sangre Chiquito last Friday. Micah Anisette, 31, of Malabar, Arima, was shot dead along Shervan Drive around 4 p.m. on Friday. The trade union leader said his son was a husband, a father of 2 young children, and also a twin. Very young life. I think the first one is about 4 years there. The next one could be around a year or a half or thereabouts. It's unfortunate. It's a young life, said the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union President General.
By I listening to this, I pick up that like Mr. Michael and he said didn't have a good relationship with his son. Because he's thinking like, I think one is about 4 years old. I think the other one, if you have a very, very close relationship, you wouldn't think, where's your grandchildren age? But again, that's just me. Let's continue.
Anisette is also General Secretary of NATUC. During an interview with Guardian Media yesterday, Anisette remembered his son as a bright young man who could have been anything he chose to be, but admitted there were things his son did that he did not like. He was not perfect. I'm not going to be like other parents and just say he was a perfect person. No, he was not a perfect person, but he had his good and he had his bad. It's like a scale, he explained. Video footage showed a white Toyota Axio, with the driver and 3 occupants, being approached by gunmen in an oncoming vehicle. The driver reversed onto a compound, and an occupant attempted to run to safety. However, Micah was killed, and the 2 others injured were identified as Akale King, 23, also of Malabar, and Sherwin Ross, 44, of North Manzanilla. The SWWTU President General said he has accepted his son's killing and has already forgiven his attackers. That is something that you can't explain, you can't understand, but it's part of a journey in this physical world. I have learned in this world to accept things that you have no control over. I still give grace to everybody who committed the acts. They are human beings, he said. However, he hoped they would come to the realization that life is important. The trade union leader said he will continue to speak to his children about all the perils in life. All of my children, I talk to them, but you cannot make their minds, you cannot tell them what to do. That is a decision that they have to learn. And the experience is what they have to go through in order to understand. It's unfortunate, he shared. The union leader added that crime has affected everyone in the country. Anisette said that an autopsy is expected to be conducted today, after which funeral arrangements will be made. Guardian Media understands that no arrests have been made as police continue their investigations.
You don't get no arrest, you don't get no arrest with them thing and them so. That's just how it is. Tobago police probing death of man found on a roadway. Right, so the Tobago police are waiting the results of an autopsy to determine what caused the death of a 47-year-old. Yeah, of 47-year-old Lyndon. Whose body was found alongside Shervan Road on Saturday morning. And he's dead. Right? We also know that the man would die in a fiery right. We also know that Kamala Prasad Bisasa, the Prime Minister tells come on, let me.
Ace your backs. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisasar with entertainers Nisha B and Ravi B at the UNC's annual Christmas fundraiser and dinner at the Dennis Ramden complex in Couva on Saturday. E-Minister tells government officials there is more work to be done in the new year. In Evinda County, Saturday evening, marking its first since returning to government. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisasar used the occasion to caution officials about a heavier workload in the year ahead. Opening her 9-minute address at the Dennis Ramden complex in Couva to government officials and party supporters all decked off in ball gowns and black tie attire, Prasad Bisasar thanked supporters who stood by the party during a decade in opposition. Pointing out that her administration has been in office for just over 7 months, she acknowledged that bureaucracy had slowed the delivery of some campaign promises. But she urged patience, signaling that more intensive work lies ahead as the government seeks to accelerate its agenda.
All I heard that, eh? Bureaucracy. So, Mr. KFC, the gentleman will send the voice notes here too. The lady said bureaucracy slowed down a lot of the campaign promises that was made, eh? Well, let's continue. Oh boy.
Some things take a little longer. Sometimes, the systems and the bureaucracy, whilst we want to do everything yesterday and tomorrow, it's not that easy. But I will never, and we will never give up. Please keep the faith, she said. Prasad Bisasar highlighted that her government has already advanced legislation and policies to fight crime, strengthen public safety, expand the social protection net, and rebuild confidence in state institutions. She said the administration is repairing weakened public service systems, restoring discipline, and rebuilding trust through care, direction, and measurement, but added there is more work to do. For the UNC, the year ahead will be very decisive and a lot of work to be done, guys. So, brace your backs. To my MPs, senators, and members of the cabinet, brace your backs. We have a lot of work to do in the new year. Despite the celebratory tone, the Prime Minister's address failed to mention Moody's recent downgrade of Trinidad and Tobago's outlook from stable to negative, raising concerns among economists. If I were in government, the urgencies that were raised in the Moody's downgrade, I would tackle them head-on. Because a genuine crisis is emerging. It's emerging in the energy sector, and it's emerging in the supply cover. They now pointed to the fact that we are down to 3 months import cover and we were at 5 just the other day. So, that's a serious thing when you get below 3 months, you're in an economic crisis, economist Drive Vanis James said. James emphasized the need for immediate government action. If the import cover bites, it is going to effectively translate into crime, sooner rather than later. So, this is the kind of crime the Americans can't help you with. So, this is not a moment when speeches are going to be very helpful when you're facing an economic crisis. Moody's, in its report issued on Friday, said falling foreign exchange reserves prompted the revision while affirming the country's Bar 2 credit rating. The agency warned that government measures may be insufficient to stem a 24% decline in liquid forex reserves over the past year. Standard & Poor's issued a similar downgrade in September. Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku described the downgrade as premature, arguing that Moody's failed to account for the Heritage and Stabilization Fund and new policies aimed at stabilizing reserves and supporting future upgrades. But James noted that oil and gas market conditions remain challenging. Predicting the budget may be exhausted without oil reaching the benchmark of $73 and 25 cents per barrel. Meanwhile, political analyst Dr. Shane Mohammed defended Prasad Bisas's messaging, describing it as a demonstration of leadership and resilience, but warned of potential internal opposition.
PNM leader urges caution as reports of gifts, yes, as reports of gifts circulates before the THA elections.
Action handouts, claiming she has been informed of money and toys being distributed ahead of the January 12th Tobago House of Assembly elections. Speaking at the PNM's campaign launch on Saturday night, Beckles told supporters the public should be wary of gifts designed to influence votes. She said, "They will come to you bearing all sorts of gifts. As a matter of fact, I have it from good sources that right now on the port, toys galore. There's money galore." Beckles cautioned the crowd that these alleged giveaways are not signs of genuine care or long-term development for Tobago. She added, "People of Tobago, I am warning you, be careful. Do not come and offer me gifts just..."
Oh boy.
Elections. Do not let them take you for fools. The PNM political leader argued that the island has seen this pattern before, saying many voters are approached during elections with promises, goods and quick incentives that disappear immediately after. According to Beckles, Tobago's development must come from consistent investment and strong governance, not short-term inducements. She said, "If you want to see Tobago advance and develop, it must be consistent." Beckles told supporters that political opponents will attempt to convince voters that the PNM has not delivered anything to Tobago, but insisted that PNM administrations were responsible for major infrastructure across the island. She pointed to the Scarborough and Roxborough hospitals, the ANR Robinson International Airport, the fast ferries, the Cabo Star, and other long-term projects as evidence of the PNM's performance record. She also addressed concerns about shifting political alliances, telling the audience they should pay close attention to sudden unity among rivals. Without naming individuals, she said, "Be careful, because when it is convenient, people mash up. And when it is convenient, they come back together. All because they want to destroy the People's National Movement." Last week, Progressive Democratic Patriots leader Watson Duke threw his support behind Chief Secretary Farley Augustin and the Tobago People's Party. The support was welcomed by Augustin. Meanwhile, Beckles called on Augustin to stay out of PNM business. As she began her address to party supporters at the campaign launch, which saw all the candidates being officially revealed, Beckles addressed Augustin's criticism of her leadership. She mentioned a headline saying, "Farley knocks pretty penny," and said, "But let me just tell Farley something, stay out of PNM business. Stay out of PNM business." Beckles urged Augustin to understand the depth, history and resilience of the movement. She reminded supporters that the PNM in Tobago is built on decades of leadership, listing names including Orville London, Kelvin Charles, Tracy Davidson Celestine and others. "This is a party that has a symbol called the Balisier. If you chop it down, it grows back. If you burn it, it grows back. And we will continue as the People's National Movement," she said. PNM Tobago Council political leader Ansel Dennis stressed the party will not participate in negative campaigning. He told supporters, "The Chief Secretary will attempt to drag us down to his level, into the mud, but you can't win a fight with pigs in the mud. We will stay above the fray, and we will stay out of the mud." Monitoring of TAR elections campaign. The Council for Responsible Political Behavior has begun the process of monitoring the TAR 2026 election campaign to assess whether political parties, candidates and their supporters comply with the Code of Ethical Political Conduct.
Well, boy, Penny knows bribery, she knows this, she knows that, gifts, that. But when there was campaigning for the same THA, back then when they organized and put on a extra seats and still come and lose. Man, what we go see? Let me see. Right. All the lines are open. Eh? As Kamala say, brace all yourself. Brace all yourself. The MPs and them. For more work.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, you there? I ain't say see you there, boy. Morning, Lennox Smith.
I realized you didn't see me there, so I had to say something too. attract your attention. Pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, indeed, of course. And a good morning to all and
Oh
sundry,
boy.
East, West, North,
Yeah, what I
South,
do?
Central, or principally.
Mike, go ahead
And
by the time because we ain't seen you.
yeah, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web, pleasant good day to you. Well, I think it's a very good morning, at least for me. Our first match yesterday, of course, sponsored by Love, it is called the United Brotherhoods FC. Well, we won our first match down at the Hazy Crawford Stadium there, where, of course, it was conducted. So, congratulations to the guys. And money, very difficult monies, very well spent, and of course, a lot of sacrifices by all and sundry, including, of course, my assistants, those persons who are supposed to be managing that exercise. But of course, more importantly, the players. Thank you very much, of course, for bringing it home 3-0. And we expect, of course, to bring home the trophy and the prize money. I think it's over $100,000. And the East-West Corridor, sponsored, well, I should say, well, administered and sponsored by the DNA, the David Naked Academy. Yes, of course, and endorsed by, of course, the government and from the launch, of course, the Prime Minister, etc. So we are in a good place. And one of the reasons for it, well, is to get those youths and them, of course, away from crime and criminality, with gang warfare, etc., and breaking down the borderlines. And so that could only augur well for the young people. And I expect that the spectator participation will improve and increase as the wins go on and as the program, of course, is unfolded and rolled out. So it's early days yet. I think it's only on weekends they are having games. So our guys will be having a practice something in the Barataria grounds on Wednesday. But that being as it may, of course, I heard what Andy said in terms of some of the headline news, and yes, I am in full agreement that there is a lot of work ahead. And indeed, of course, Wise, I heard as well, the former Minister of Finance and one or two others, I think it was Brian Manning, he usually has this foot and mouth disease kind of thing. And I heard, of course, the commentary of the current political leader of the PNM, Ms. Benlu Beckles, apparently in Tobago. Of course, in the first instance, well, I think she's seen in others that which is in them, meaning that the party and them, because of course the party has been described as a criminal enterprise. That is no easy accolade. That is no easy weight to carry on your shoulder. So it means all of the things that they would have seen in others, including Farley and Watson Duke, etc., and the coming together, etc. I think it is a reflection of their own, what I consider to be conscience, that they are now expressing. And to me, that is a form of madness, frankly. They continue, of course, to wallow and to exist in an atmosphere of cognitive, intellectual, and cerebral decline, and having very little to say. Because, for example, she being there, they would have told the Tobagonians, well, listen, Trinidad should not get involved in their elections, but yet still over the years, the PNM feel that they are an exception and above that principle, and so they continue to encourage PNM Trinidad focus, or should I say central executive, and of course nestled in Trinidad, but saying they have some kind of arm in Tobago. That to me by itself is hypocrisy. But then of course the Prime Minister did talk about the industry of ministers and of course supporters and of course persons who are members of the party, and clearly of course making, whether you call it to be direct or indirect reference to members of the coalition of interests. And certainly we have been there steadfast. We continue of course to support the government policies, programs, and wherever the policies could only take us one place, and that is, of course, for further development and advancement of training and to get us out of the rut. You were saying something.
Hold 1 minute.
On the
before it say it had two people on call now. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, but go ahead, callers. We give way all the time to you.
Pleasant morning to you, Andy Williams, the Pitbull.
All right, hold 1 minute, Tabakit. Landline, you go ahead there, short and sweet, please.
Good morning, Andy.
This morning I telling people I can't call your name, but I see you. I was in a gas station and I just say Andy Williams.
You saw me in person.
Yes.
And wait, who you calling Big Mouth?
Where the hell you don't hear me? So this morning you're well locked on here, me saying that already.
I know you would listen over the weekend and say, I know Andy's going to call. I know he's not going to call my name, but he's going to talk about me come Monday morning. That's how good I know you. I know how you will operate.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Trinidad and Tobago, hold on. We all will get what we have to get. Everybody will get what they have to get. You know, everybody just, I know a lot of people feeling left out, a lot of people feeling, you know, Andy, like, okay, PNM come in and getting what they had to get, and the people still there. But things will happen. All the KFC, all things will happen. I understand how these people feeling, you know, Andy.
What?
I have understand.
Yeah.
I know. Because you see the seeing people in places and, you know, all these guys and then people coming out and saying, oh, yeah, I get you the UNC and them is big PNM. But at the same time, anti-cams, I know you all will do the right thing and place these people somewhere too, right? Because at the end of the day, they're fighters. They are fighters.
Yeah. And you know that some people say, anybody could go be activist or whatever. No, it don't work like that. It have people that's naturally
not everybody can
come
be
out.
Activist.
Yeah, it have people naturally will come out within their constituency, meet with the MP or the council or whatever. And their council and MPs really do they make the time. Various people make the time and they will really and truly move and go and do certain things that a councillor will tell them that they have to do. Or a MP tell them that to do. They will go and do it. Lennox, call Mikey by the time now. Lennox. Go ahead.
And you know, Andy, let me say this, you know, at the same time, right? Tell your caller hold because I haven't called in a long time. At the same time, these guys have been on when the PNM was in power. The PNM really did not give them nothing because they know they were supporting the UNC, right? So these guys stood their ground and they fought to the end. So I mean, we're looking at for things to start to happen. Things will happen. You know, I know how they're feeling as they say they're calling people and taking them on, but. Anti-cams she'll put things in place. And she will start to buck up on some of them too. Because I don't want to believe some of them feel because they're rich, they're starting to get their head swell. Come down from there.
That was some people saying. Some people saying that some of them are moving like they're rich.
No. We ain't rich yet. We need 10 years. We ain't rich yet. For this 5 years, we have to do the right thing. Because if we take this 5 years and we act like we rich, we ain't going to make another 5, you know. So let them get tied up. Trinidadians is funny people, and you know how we people behave. Trinidadians will just watch you for your 5 years, and then they will say, okay, you're going right back where you come out. That is how Trinidadians are.
Especially when it comes to the UNC. They go take the nonsense with the PNM.
Exactly, and let me tell you something. What PNM gets away with, UNC will not get away with. Right? And that is how it is. Because it's like a child in a house. What one child might get away with, the other child wouldn't get away with. Right? So, they have to know that UNC is not PNM. PNM, you can put a crapper in a suit. They're saying, yes, we support it. But if UNC do that, they're not supporting that. So let's be very careful because local elections is coming up. All that too. will say a lot. I love what Auntie Cams is doing. She's really making betterment to the country. I love how they bringing back CPAP under a different name, but people still have their job. And I was looking at the wages. I like that. I love what I see in there. But the activists, please, please, please. I do not want to say who I am. I am pleading, Auntie Cams, check them out, check out your MPs, make sure they are doing what they have to do for your activists, especially the people on the ground who fought for the party. Anyway, Andy, you have a good day. It was nice seeing you, Andy. Andy looking sharp. Oh, let me see how sharp Andy looking on Saturday, Andy.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you. But Andy, I met you in person some years ago, but if I tell you how I met you, then you will know who I linked to in the UNC. I don't want that. Yes. All right, so you all have a good day, Trinidad and Tobago, and you all hold the strain. Everything will happen. Bye-bye.
Yes. I wonder, go ahead, Mr. Tabakit, but I wonder if some of the cries from activists and all them things, if it will have anything to do with how the state of the economy is, because Kamala Prasad Bisesa did mention too in that fundraiser, right? Like for instance, and again, I like to beat people with brilliance, and I don't back down. Just so Tabakit, I don't back down. That is like my good friend, I don't know if it's man or woman, Patricia, right? Some people say Banshee. No, she say government is for all, not only party people. No, not that one I wanted to read it. I thought I see something from her saying that while people hungry, something so she was saying, while people hungry, the government partying and all them kind of thing. But I must say, Patricia, that was not about really the party. Remember, it's a fundraiser, and the fundraiser is to go towards very, very serious things. That was just a simple fundraiser. When the PNM was partying, how much fundraisers they do, with the exception of Dr. Rowley, who had a fundraiser for a golf fundraiser to give vision and mission, which, as Lennox Smith is always say, that prevention is always better than the cure. Prevention is the cure. And yet still, in order to benefit from Dr. Rowley's fundraiser, you have to make a jail. But again, activists, I understand what many of you are saying. I understand your pain, how you feel, what you're seeing. It's not the same, some of the things that you're seeing. It has some truth to it. But again, with God, by God, all is possible. And just be like, just be patient. Be patient. Don't go and get out of hand, and then now we end up with no kind of representation at all. No kind of help at all. And that is making no sense. You understand? Go ahead, caller.
Yes. Pleasant morning to the Pitbull Andy Williams. Good morning to the Englishman, Brother Lennox Smith, and to Michael Kerr, and to the Honorable Prime Minister. Pitbull, you hearing me? Tabak it loud and clear in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Two things I would go at this morning. I would leave Tobago for last, but let me just pick the lower hanging fruit. Something the Honorable Prime Minister mentioned in the dinner, which I have been peddling here, and you could say, yes, I have been peddling that narrative, where the Prime Minister used the word, the government agenda and policy. And you could bear me out. I have been saying activist mandate on the radio, on TikTok, on Facebook, influencers, bloggers. Our mandate is to ensure we get the facts from the various ministries and what the government is doing and push that agenda. Andy, while I hear you about activists and who have to get, let me say this quite clear. And I may not be popular with this, but I'm going to say it. The election is over. And let me repeat this, This is not a popularity contest, The election is over. And when a party comes into government, activist agenda, whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, influencer, you just name it. The agenda, what you have to push is the government policy and the government agenda. Anything else will be dealt with off the radio, off TikTok, off Facebook. People may not like it, but that's it. What we ought to do as activists, get information any means necessary that to push the government agenda and the government policy. You heard the Prime Minister mention that and you played it, where she spoke about the government agenda and the government policy. And in other words, what she's saying there, that is what is important. If we cannot push the government agenda and the government policy, we're not doing any good to the party and the political leader and the Prime Minister. I don't understand what I'm saying, but let me repeat it. You played it there where the Prime Minister said on Saturday, the government policy, the government agenda. I mean, that is what is important. It's not about pointing to them and vote.
You're breaking up here, so make sure you're kind of breaking up here, so make sure you're close to the router.
All right, you hear me properly now?
Yeah, we're hearing you back again.
Andy?
Yeah, we're hearing you back again.
You hear me better?
Yeah.
You hear me better now? You hear me better now?
Go ahead, but it's coming out kind of, we hearing you, but at certain points it's coming across like a robot. But go ahead.
All right, you take me now.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
Right. And before I go to Tobago, I am saying all we have to do is come here and push the government policy and the government agenda and ensure by all means we defend the Prime Minister. That's all our activists have to do. If I, Tabaki, say I call in here for a contract, a hamper, I can't meet my MP, I can't meet this, then I am not pushing the government policy and agenda. And I'm not going to move from that. That is my mandate as an activist to push the government policy and the government agenda. Let me speak quickly about Tobago. Weak penny beckers. Andy, let me repeat it. Weak penny beckers. You realize in all her statement, she hardly mentioned Dr. Rowley's name. You realize she mentioned all the leaders. And there's 2 times she put Dr. Rowley's name on the platform. I'll tell you why. You see, she know the evilness and the wickedness the Rowley administration did to the Tobago people within the last 10 years. And by calling Dr. Rowley's name, she know very well that the Tobago people will have none of it. And listen to the video, what you play again. She was trying her best. As a matter of fact, she went way back to Mr. Manning. She talked about Mr. Manning's policy and his agenda. And I am asking Penny this morning, why you was not mentioning your former Prime Minister, your former political leader, Dr. Rowley? You know why? Because you know, if you mention Dr. Rowley, it will remind Tobago people of the wickedness and evilness that Dr. Rowley did to the PNM people, to his own people, to Tobago people in Tobago. And that is why she was scared to mention Dr. Rowley's name. Andy, as I take my leave, I mention it again. Activists' agenda is to push the government policy the government agenda. It's not about Tabakit hearing himself or to get a contract or to get anything. Anytime we believe we have to call radio, we have to go to TikTok, we have to go here, and it's about activists, then we miss the ball and we're not pushing the government agenda. I thank you. Tabakit out and out.
Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, gentlemen. Barack Paul here. Andy, let me tell you something. No matter what any other government do beside the PNM government in Trinidad and Tobago, it will never be enough. PNM people and PNM supporters think that they own Trinidad and Tobago, whether they're in government or not. They feel that they are the ones who, no matter what they do, is the right thing. This UNC government under Kamala Persad could pave Trinidad into gold. She could put ham and lamb and steak on every table in Trinidad and Tobago, and it still wouldn't be enough. That is the culture and the mentality we have that Eric Williams created in Trinidad and Tobago. That no matter what, always make sure that everything you praise in Trinidad and Tobago, it have to be PNM. No matter if they're dragging, no matter if they're eating salt, no matter if they're eating grass, once it's not PNM, it is bad. Let me tell you something. It might be sad to say this, but you would think that COVID, when it came around, it would unite Trinidad and Tobago and wake up the people for them to see what Trinidad and Tobago needs to do for themselves and the country. Let me tell you something. People don't understand what it is, people and lifestyle outside of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, it have a saying that how happy birds poop in their own nest. That is exactly what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. You know? And you know the sad thing about what is happening in Trinidad? Every government, beside the PNM, that came into office, you know, is their own supporters that caused them to come back out of office. Look at what Pandey, who caused Pandey to government to fall apart? Ramesh and them. The last coalition, who caused that government to fall apart, is the same thing again. The members of the party, Abdullah and all of them who was there, with the ONR, the same thing. Now, you're coming here with this UNC government. Who are the people who coming out and bawling, oh, they need to live on it? You see, you ought to ask yourself, if it is you as a citizen of Trinidad, we know that there will be vulnerable people and there will be people who need handouts and all kind of things. But you cannot be living on handouts for 10, 20, 15 years. If you're on a handout for like a year or two, you're supposed to be that person to be ambitious and to be concerned enough to know that, oh, hey, hear what? A handout cannot sustain my lifestyle, especially if while you're accepting handouts, you're having 1, 2, 3, 4 children. And then as soon as you see a player, is this some activists, and the government call you and say, come here, look at next handout again for 5 years. You vex. You're on social media complaining how the government doing this and the government doing that. The government is there to do what is best for the country. Yes, people talk about the East-West corridor, the East-West corridor. The East-West corridor is what's responsible for Trinidad and Tobago where it is today. The hardship and the hard times and begging for handouts. That is what the East-West corridor did to Trinidad and Tobago. If it didn't have a east-west corridor, you would have a behind the Caroni Bridge in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, where everybody would have been living a different lifestyle, more peaceful, more 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 productive, and contributing more to the country rather than only sit on and expecting handout from our government to sustain their lifestyle and their culture and their behavior. People got vexed and talk all that dotishness, but that the facts of what it is really going on in Trinidad and Tobago. No matter what this government do, it would never ever be enough. Because the people who just benefit from the PNM is not the ones that we're looking for a little CPAP work and handouts, It's the big shots and top the media, the ones who just be raking in the billion-dollar contracts. Those are the ones. And they would just be using the little bottom feeders and them to propagate the agenda. Always be on social media complaining how they're suffering, this and that and all this kind of thing. But who put them there? Why Trinidad and Tobago should have people sleeping on the streets by the thousands all over the country? Why it is you supposed to have 10, 15,000 people depending on CPAP in Trinidad and Tobago to live? Why it is you have to be having people looking for everything free in Trinidad and Tobago to survive when we supposed to be a country that's supposed to be a model for the rest of the world to see because of the kind of resources passed through Trinidad and Tobago? How you could have billionaires in a country and driving through a city and seeing people who looks like you sleeping on the road, defecating on the street, the city that you're going to your financial complex smelling like a urinal early in the morning, and people talking about government, this government, what it's doing for the country. They should be talking about what the PNM government did to destroy the country. And people still be sitting and listening to when Stuart Young and Penelope Beckers and Rowley and them talking. All you need to get real in this place, It's sad to know that how it might take something like what happened in Jamaica, wake up and unite this country and bring the people to some level of thinking, Because the rate and the direction they continue going with this dotish racist politics that always comes from the PNM manifesto and the PNM entity, unless people wake up and understand that, hey, hear what? Too late that shall be the cry, You see the happiness all they're enjoying and the carefree lifestyle. Just imagine the biggest concern is about how they raise the price of alcohol. You're complaining about CPAP work. You're complaining about how things hard. But on the other side, you're vexed that the FET getting shut down. You're vexed that the alcohol price going up too high because Olega have a nice Christmas. Olega get a FET for Carnival. But then you're complaining now about hardship and job in PNM. I'm sure all of them are calling and talking about they're getting their CPAP work and they're getting what the UNC promised them. For Christmas, go by the house and they're drinking all kind of different rum and then for Carnival, they're fetting whole Carnival. But then they're coming back now and they're going to talk about they're getting work and thing hard. Something really wrong with people in this country, Something really, really wrong. And let me tell you something. There is always say, what goes around comes around, And when you see a by the hand that feeding you, eventually one day that food ever come again, And then you see the real cry. This be the one without tears, You see all the crocodile tears where they'll be talking about crocodile tears. The real cry, this be the one that don't have no tears to show, That is when you see the pain is so great that you don't have tears in your body to show that what is really going on. There's a saying, the cow that bawling don't always be the one that need the water, So people, all you need to think and wake up. All you need to think and wake up. Have a good morning, gentlemen, and be safe outside there for the Christmas.
All right, thank you very much. Caller, morning.
Hey, morning, Andy. Morning.
Mr. Controversy, morning.
What is everything?
I'm all right.
All right, well, I would just say to the gentleman there, Mr. Barakpo. Sometimes I like to agree with him, but sometimes I doesn't like to agree with him. Why? Because he's saying people depending on UN, CPEP and URP. Remember, the people who depending on this is the lowest of the low, I would say. And I believe because you're not in any situation, you wouldn't understand how the man on the ground feeling, right? All these people know who you see coming to protest because they want the money and they want the money. It's because they were promised that the thing with you CPAP workers were not only PNM people, they were UNC people as well. So I don't understand. It's not a gimme thing, They ain't doing nothing for free, They're working for it. It's nothing for free. And they need something, and I'm glad to see that they're going to get these jobs coming out on it. Supposed to start from today, I believe. That people start back to work. So I don't see the big issue. Everybody in the public service working for the government is not gimme again. All the public servants working for the government. And people working for the government. So I don't see what's the big issue if somebody wants a job. Come on, man. All right, Andy. Well, enjoy the day, man.
There are various jobs that people depend on. There are various jobs that is all the person and all people could do. And yes, remember, we had a serious culture of a kind of gimme that was created, right? And if we had a culture gimme that was created, it is kind of cultured. It's like no different to, you just can't close down a refinery just so it has stages, or you just can't open back the refinery just so it has various stages, and just like some of the people who begging for jobs, whether it be low-end jobs, right? Again, some of us don't know what it is some MPs or candidates at that point in time promise some people. But some people just remember promises are comfort to a fool. And activists have expectations. Just like the same politicians that reach where they're going. When they got involved in the politics, they and all have expectations. And the first step in their expectations to be met was met in winning the seat and then becoming where they become an MP, and then some people become ministers. So it's a job them and all doing. It's a job that man all doing. What are you going to see? It are people who do similar jobs. They're really dependent on it. On the whole serious. Look like, for instance, this morning a gentleman leave a voice note saying, well, only train real highly qualified, the degrees and this and that. And that will run to go work KFC and work and go and do this, go and do that, wherever you go. Again, I can put the blame on the present government or the present government policies and programs now starting to roll out, and as Kamala Prasad says, it have a lot more work to be done. in the new year. So brace all yourself, brace all your backs and all those various things. And maybe, and because she talk about the bureaucracy, and maybe some of the bureaucracy she talk about is what may be holding back some of the deliveries that they will have to have their people who understand their policies to organize and continue pulling in people to execute the policies and programs of the new government. Right? So, morning. So, we can't be like that because watch, it are people, when they're activists, it are people where a minister will send to organize or MP to go pick up stickers and a post, go and do this, go and don't pay. If I would organize and get them book, hey, go and organize and check out this whole street for me. Check out this street, that street. See if this one registered, that one registered without a pay. And they does it with the hope that the MP wins. And when the MP wins, they be recognized for their loyalty, hard work, however, because it are people not doing that. If they're not being paid, they're not doing nothing. You know, so what I go say, don't really organize and paint everything with a broad brush. Don't paint everything and everybody with a broad brush. It have people that worked out there. It have people that was promised certain things, right? And they just had a whole faith to be delivered, and nobody should be telling them that they were supposed to expect this and they were supposed to expect that. When politicians and them expects this and they expects that, and whatever they expect, them gets what they expect and what they want. Politicians is activists, you know, but at a higher level. So we had to try not to spit on we lower masses. Because spitting on the lower masses come like only spitting on Lennox Smith. Come like only spitting on Andy Williams. Come like only spitting on Michael Kerr. Because we are all activists in our own ways too. And we all do have expectations. But some people see the way that I am talking, some people wouldn't. Right? That some people would just be work for your country. Don't ask what your country could do for you, but don't ask what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. Go ahead, call the morning.
Good morning to the magnificent tree. Mr. Annie, let me tell you something. I am a supporter of the UNC since 2010, right? Before I was a man, right? And man dead and gone, but I moved over to the UNC and I settled there and I was a financial member of the UNC, but I was a pensioner, no. And 9.5 years, there is nothing for pensioners. I could come and complain now with the UNC that they pass our budget and nothing for the pensioners, right? But if I could wait so long, don't feel pensioners are a problem, because what about when you're sick? I'm not such a well man, and I just need my medication, and my medication is really expensive every month, so I need more money. Right, but I wouldn't come out and talk about that because not on your station. I will have to go somewhere and meet somebody who could deal with that matter. Me coming to tell all of that because I'm a supporter at the UNC, so I had to cool it. I had to cool it on the station. I am saying that who is an activist? You're supposed to get something to go to somewhere, because when you was an activist, you're walking on the ground, right? So you still have to be on the ground and go and meet with certain people, not to come on the station and say, well, here, get this and get it. Because you might get nothing from the station.
That is the only thing I was trying to tell them. They have to organize and within. Go within.
Yeah.
Meet the various peoples within. It may take some time because those
That is
people
what I
are busy too.
Yes, yes. Because let me tell you something. Once I meet with the Prime Minister, you know, right in coal mine there, before Baka Trace on the Konafo Southern Road, she came by a little school, and I sat down near she, and me and she had a good conversation. I didn't even know the guy who is the MP from Morris, from Mayaro. He was I think the president at the youth of the UNC at the time, and he come and shake my hand and talk real good with me. That time, I believe it was this woman Hussein, who was the MP on our area, right? So we need to understand what we have to say. We have to say it not on station. Say it on the ground. Go and see what you can get on the ground, right? Because when we come and we do this now, we looking up our own self and we party. People have to understand your life. And if you have people 18 years and upward 5 children looking for job, how long the UNC come into power? Guess what they? So even say you was an activist, check it out, man. It's not the UNC fault that your children looking for job in KSC or in Tobago was the PNM, right? So everything will take time to change. Me against you saying that you know, you need work for your children. I have children too, and I need work for them. I have nephews who I need work for, but me coming on all the station and complain. Okay, so I telling them it have places to complain. Go and make the complaint, but on the station, cool it, because this is the ground report, and we need to push the UNC agenda on this, not to come to condemn and break them down. That's what I'm saying. But you're right to look for what you want. Me and saying you're wrong, but look for it in a different way, right? I want to say one thing before I'm going.
That's the only problem.
Yeah.
The thing in the car. You know about all saying, don't air your dirty linens in public.
Correct. Me against them, right? But I just say not on Andy station. One thing I want to say before I go, Mr. Andy, you see, Commander Dindial and Gary Griffith. I don't know what is their agenda. But something wrong with these people, right? If the police commissioner said the reader, he said the reader. Why you have to jump on the reader? Why Griffith running him out like a Chinese sapper? Them Chinese sapper long time I say here on the road, platter. Oh, you have to stop them thing. The unity, not there, man. Right? I don't know what is fighting down, man. You know what I mean? Oh, come on, let me work with the government because they're there for the next 4 and something years. So you ain't go get through it when you say no because they still have more time to go. If you want to get bad against them, get bad against them in the last year or the last 6 months, no boy. Oh God, they know in power. So what are you going on along with this? The same thing, what Penny going in Tobago with now. Talking about what they're giving out and they're giving out there. And it's the same thing of us that coming in La Oketa. They're giving fridge, they're giving stove, they're giving, and he's the mayor, and at the end, you're lost. So me, I know where this thing coming from. It's time we add up ourselves and get together as a people. Forget about radar. I hear a man talking about the man shouldn't talk about mosquito. Oh God, but ain't you know dengue is a serious thing? And if the man put men to stake out for the marijuana, you feel them men will come? You feel them men and know that the police taking out? If the police self will call them and say, look, the police waiting on your day. So if you get the marijuana, that's the main thing, because where you go? The small man, you still have only big man, make a big man ready. So at the end of the day, you will still have the same problem with other small man transporting marijuana, because no big man putting marijuana in no swamp or in no river. A small man carrying that. So get in marijuana and put it off the street, and that we need, right? So at the end of the day, Mr. Smith, good day to you, boy, right? Good day to you, Annie. Good day to Mikey. That is my thing right now. Thank you.
Same to you, my friend.
Go ahead, next caller.
Andy,
yeah.
I want to mention something. UNC activists who, like, them is the original UNC and them is the best thing they ever have in since sliced bread. Them want the UNC to be the same thing like the PNM, just a carbon copy. They want the UNC to take selected people and give them work and forget the whole country. The UNC had to govern for the whole country. They can't pick this one and pick that one and be biased just like how the PNM was biased. I hear a man say it had UNC and PNM people working CPEP. That is a lie. The PNM alone was working CPEP to start with. No UNC. And also, this fella KFC, what is his problem? He have a court case and he says something, he want the UNC MPs to get involved in the judiciary. What is his problem? And then, and just from his attitude on the radio alone, I could imagine how when he go by a minister or when he talking to somebody, an MP, how he just get on. Like you see before everyone, he want to jump the line. Things have to happen, and the UNC is not a carbon copy of the PNM.
Well,
so I'm not going to do things different.
But before you go, just one thing I want to correct you on. When you say CPEP was only PNM working, you mean PNM contractors?
PNM contractors and PNM activists. Everybody you see in green was PNM. That's how that's the qualification for getting a work with a PNM contractor.
Everything else, everything else you mentioned, including the PNM contractors, right? But I disagree with you wholeheartedly, but with respect, that CPEP only had PNM employees. I disagree with that one.
Andy, well, we can agree to disagree. But from my dealings with CPEP, them was only PNM. Because I live in a predominantly Indian area, and I gang with nobody I know, or nobody from my area coming in my area to work. None of them was, my area is a UNC area. None of them was from that area. Everybody come from Kuva housing scheme.
All right, but hold on.
That was our first
hold 1 minute, because remember on the ground report, if information is coming across really wrong, based on what we had to be able to debate and talk about Lennox Smith. Do you agree with this caller that I only agree, part I agree with this call with the caller with Lennox Smith is that PNM contractors, maybe it had only PNM contractors, but I disagree with him because I don't want the ground report to be pushing off that kind of untruth situation. Maybe in his area there's only PNM people you see working with the contractor, maybe where he living. But do you agree, Lennox Smith, that the CPEP, only the employees itself is only PNM? Employees was all PNM?
No, I don't agree with that. Even though the majority may be PNM oriented, but the majority per, let's say, contractor influence, maybe the majority may be PNM, but certainly not all of them. And in the case of the contractors, I share that view that the likelihood, whether in opposition constituency or not, it would have been PNM contractors, because they would have had their own people who may be shadowing, let's say, in that particular constituency, even though they may not have won that constituency. But it would have been under the auspices of the opposition as the MP. But once the PNM is in government, then of course their shadow elements will then of course rule and take charge as far as contractors are concerned. So
the contractors in its majority or entirely will be PNM, but I cannot agree that the workers, all the CPEP workers was PNM. I can't agree with that.
The ordinary people would have got tabli.
Yeah, I can't agree with
that. Whether they bulldoze the way, whether they a friend, whether they pretend to be something that they are not. All of that pans out. All of those are part of the matrix that would create a situation where not all known PNM and party and sympathizers, as far as the actual beneficiaries are concerned, the ordinary workers who would make up the teams, from time to time, they will get a a fortnight or so, as the case may be. So it is not right to say that all of them would have been PNM.
Okay, I'm willing to agree to disagree on that. But going back to the main topic now, this chief leech that wants to bully the UNC ministers and whatever, like he want to get everything, or he want to be first in line, and he have a court case that he want the UNC MPs and them to get involved with the judiciary to settle his case. What kind of crap is that? Who is he? He's the first UNC supporter, the only UNC supporter. He voted alone because the UNC to win the election. The UNC is not the PNM. We're not operating so. I wonder if he ever went and applied for work through the program they had the other day. It doesn't seem so. Because he want to go by the MP to get work. The MP ain't giving no work. You have to pass through a program and apply. And then they go call you.
All right. Thank you so much, caller. Right. Like my good friend Dunson.
My friend really is exhibiting the abuse under the PNM.
Yeah.
You see, I've always said the late for Mr. David, and when we would have had a very, what I consider to be enlightening discussion on the matter with people like the deceased Farrell and all of us, Dr. Rahman, who is now in the States, we have always taken up the concept that these activists to the PNM would normally be political utilities, and we had committed ourselves to change that attitude. Wise, of course, the UNC would have adopted an approach where the ordinary person could be on a board, as the case may be. Wise, we were, in our experiences, we saw that no way the PNM would have adopted. In fact, they would have given one guy that they prefer and close, of course, to the upper echelons of the party, whether at the level of the constituency or the level of the national executive. We'll give them 3 and 4 board appointments. And under the UNC, Wise, you may have 1 or 2 pockets of that, but by and large, the policy would normally be 1 board per person. And that has worked well and has been able to, of course, bring in those who are the lower echelons, and therefore that synergy, exposing them to that high level of decision making, means therefore you are developing a cadre, you are educating people to really play their role in decision making and national development in the country. So I want to say kudos to the UNC for creating that. Since on the Pandey coming forward.
Nice. So again, Don Son, Andy are listening, but I had to jump in here. The CPEP workers was majority PNM. Again, my argument is not who is majority, what, or this or that. My only argument was that I needed to correct the man, and Lennox Smith did the same, is that he was saying that all the CPEP workers
only PNM.
All was PNM.
And
that is not
course,
true.
Well, the caller who is trying to make that intervention clearly is supporting what we have said.
Yeah, that is not true. Right? Because I have family members in Dego Martin that work CPEP and there's not PNM. They support the UNC. So it is what it is. Remember, in the area, the only victimization you don't know who the only victimization you go bounce up is who is known activists, known like
but would you agree with me, Andy, that if the person overtly spew UNC ideology, UNC and proclaim that consistently, they would either get their throat cut, or they will have very few opportunity to, of course, get another 10 days, as the case may be. That's all.
Exactly. So some of them people and them Trinidad and Tobago,
so they know what to
they support the UNC. they support the UNC. Plenty CPAP workers support the UNC, but plenty of them are also be under low profile.
That's right.
They had to remain under low profile. But for me to come out and boldly say, hey, most of them PNM, all them PNM, all them CPAP workers was PNM dies wrong. Go ahead, caller, morning.
Williams, good morning, Tabakit here.
Make it short and sweet. I want to play some voice notes before.
Very short, very short. Andy and Lennox, I want to ask $1 billion question. How much ministries there is right now? Government ministry.
You
would think?
That's a good
but you go ahead, you go ahead, you go ahead.
Right. Well, I think Lennox sort of seeing where I'm going with this. We have so much government ministry. And if every activist pick a government ministry, and just as what the Prime Minister said Saturday in the dinner, to push government policy and agenda. National security is doing so much. Look at the crime. And we have social development with what's going on. The government via Jolin John and infrastructure and the Ministry of Works, the blueprint that which the government is going to roll out come next year. There is so much policy, and the point that I'm making, if every activist call here and push the government agenda, that is what Tabakit is talking about. Tabakit don't turn off.
All right, thank you. Let me take our next call quick. Time rail running out. We have rail thing. Oh boy, go ahead. Go play some voice notes. Go ahead, call. Morning.
Right.
Drop the background. Go ahead.
Let me see, oh boy, that's all. Oh boy. Good morning to the listeners on the ground report. Good morning to the international listeners. Good morning to the region. Let me show this out of the elephant out of the room one time. I've been bombarded with calls. Kingsley wasn't in none of the UNC lunch or fundraiser. And I want to tell them I am UNCian proud. I am not UNCian hungry. And I've been to many of that in opposition. I know we have 5 years to go. You know yourself next year. You might see me in one, but before the 5 years done, you might see me in one of the Christmas party and them. Because many of them and UNC people, some UNC people calling PNM people are making baccarat. Calling PNM former talk shows to call me to see if they could rile me to go of the UNC. I am not on that. I am focused on making sure my country do good under this government. I am focused on building a foundation for children to come that we could be, so that the men of this nation leave this country in the good hands. So, why did they call me over the weekend? They said, Kingsley, I ain't see you in the big party. I ain't seeing this luncheon. I ain't seeing that luncheon. I'm not UNC, I'm hungry. I'm UNC, I'm proud. And nobody will be talking to me. I will talk to myself. I am the king of the LA. I can handle myself. You don't need nobody to cry for me. I cry for myself. I just cry. I cry for myself. I don't need nobody to cry for me. You make it better for me. So why don't CPN people call me?
Yeah.
And they say, UNC people call them, and they say they see me going.
You're breaking up, boy. I don't know why, but you're breaking up. You ain't coming across clean.
Andy, just by way of SOS, somebody just called and said that they're picking up our vibes emanating from Tobago, directed at you, and that you should read Psalm 6 12 times.
Psalm 6 12 times?
Yes, Psalm 6, right? 12 times. I'll just check and see what that Psalm says.
All right. Oh, boy. Go ahead, call that morning. Call that morning.
Yeah, morning. Andy?
Yeah?
Lennox? Yeah, Andy,
good morning.
You see all the You hear me, Andy?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
You see all this, yeah, I'm Lennox. You see all this jump on the wagon people. You can't agree with them, Andy. Because KFC,
go ahead and talk. Forget the background.
Yeah. All right. But what I'm saying, to me, KFC, I agree with KFC, you know. But what I will not agree with, he just going about it a little wrong.
Yeah.
Because you are a fighter.
Yeah.
You is a fighter. Lennox is a fighter. When time come, you fight for a reason. You deserve something. But what the help KFC need, the help he need where he might be how to go about, you go and you sit down and you talk to the minister in a proper way and he line him up with a little thing so you get here in there. He ain't going about it the proper way. But it's all of them who want to jump back, fly by nighters, me not take that. Because a fighter is a fighter. After when we fight, and that evil we call the KFC fight.
Wow, your song like your phone sound like how King's phone was singing. We hear you, but you're just breaking up in a way. I don't know if it's because you're moving.
Oh. No, that's moving, but I got to tell you, but yeah. So this is the purpose why we get rid of the people. We want to go back there, you know, Andy. So KFC and all you will go back in title and so where you get. You understand? So, all them fly-by-nighters and them, me not agreeing with them at all.
All right, thank you. Oh boy. Again, it's not we do it, so we do it. Right? All you have to do, the thing behind closed doors. Just be fair. All you have to do, the thing behind closed doors. So come quick, I have to play some voice notes. It's done 22. On your those voice notes is under 20 minutes or so. Go ahead, caller morning.
Pleasant good morning, my brother Andy Williams. Pleasant good morning to you. Pleasant good morning, Lennox Smith, my brother. Respect and love, comrade. Pleasant good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning. Now, Andy, my issue this morning, right? I seen a situation starting to develop throughout Trinidad and Tobago, namely anymore. You hear me, Andy?
Yes. You talk, don't study the background. You go ahead and talk.
Right, no. Yeah. I see that situation starting to develop in Trinidad and Tobago and basically in the rural areas like the Martin West, which is a borough, the Beaton, San Fernando, certain places. And I want to say this to Trinidad and Tobago this morning. It's about the garbage situation, Andy. It's about the garbage situation. And now we have a new administration. It have a new administration which is in office, and I want the administration to take hold of this, nip it in the bud while it's early. Anyway, you pass now, you see a set of garbage pile up all over the place. And I want Trinidad and Tobago to remember that when the budget passed under the first budget passed under the UNC, and money was allocated to the PNM and them constituency and the PNM and them corporation, PNMI, the 13 and them, they start to make follow after the complaint, but it was then getting enough. And instead that road them wouldn't be able to break. The garbage be able to be picked up. You're seeing these things now, Christmas coming, and all over the place you go, we know people is putting up, and there's over behind now.
Wow, you're kind of breaking up now like Kingsley. You're kind of...
No, that's not my problem. If you're breaking up and there's no we problem. That's an internal problem by you. Because I listen to the program and when people started to speak, the song is good and then it's going down, they break up. Tell me, song is break up.
All right. Well, people always tell me if only hearing Mr. Carnard's loud and clear, if only was really hearing some kind of breaking up it's stopping and going.
Yes, so I'm saying, Andy, I want the government of the day, Mr. Mr. President, good morning to you. I want Trinidad and Tobago and the government to know that nip it in the bud from early. Don't let them use that because now PNM is not in office, but it have people who the contract when they was there to pick up garbage throughout the place. And it's only in Carnage, Lansmita, Dego Martin, the Pitom, all about Gravanti. I said that garbage piling up and what is going on? And people are being contracted to move this garbage. You understand? All in them gated community. It's nice job going in them gated community and picking up the garbage, Andy. But in the ghetto, oh God, Andy, it's overbearing. And plus them dog and them picking up garbage bag and running all over the place with it. So that are the place looking really kind of ridiculous. So I calling on my administration and the government to do something about that. If the people and them who contracted to do the work trying to use tactics because truck passing and they're picking up all the garbage, they're picking up 3-4 bags and they're leaving the rest. I could post two things on Facebook and they only see you. But I just say, let me chunky law. I will call on radio and talk about that. So that is my contribution this morning, Brother Andy.
All right, the rest of your contribution come across clear. But at a certain point, you was kind of breaking up in truth. Because the people write it up. Yeah, and he's breaking up thing. But you come across clear after in the rest of contribution, my brother Carnage. Enjoy your day today, sir. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'm going to play some voice notes earlier. I really had to play some voice notes. So let's go ahead and give me some time. Let me play some voice notes before you see certain things run out. Right. So let me play some voice notes there. Oh boy.
Hey, good morning, Ground Report. In every government ministry, there's a particular department where people, when you apply to get a job in that department, there's somebody in charge. They go through your papers and all those sort of things, so, right? Sometimes they may even call you for an interview. They may not call for an interview, but there's a certain structure. So, applying, saying that you apply, the government, the Prime Minister can't say, hey, get this person. No, it's for everybody. So, you have to understand that. Have a good day.
Andy, morning TNT. I want to know when somebody going to go to jail for all this corruption they've been talking about for 9.5 years.
Andy, good morning. Andy, everybody calls themselves activists and supporter and whatever. There's a guy who called Mandani, who won the mayor's seat in New York. That guy had 100,000 people working, activists working. Not getting paid enough. They were working for free. 100,000. Mandani won the election in New York for mayor. He was 1% when he started, 1%. He started off at 1% and won the mayor of New York. Those are people who are activists. They don't ask for money, they just help. They make sure they want a better cause for the country or for the city. And what they're going to get collectively, all of them, even who didn't vote for the man. So when I want to come out and cry, I need this and I need that, and I want it, No, my friend, if you're activist, it's going to be for everybody, and it will come, and everybody will benefit. So that's what we call true activists, not fake activists. The man who called it, they said they are fake activists about I'm a supporter. You're a supporter, they're going to pay about 15 around the whole curve. Say, join another party and tell us that we're activists for that party. Baloney. You know what we call that here? Baloney. All right, Andy, for future. Lock us and good morning, my dear, and we were 45. Bye.
Andy, good morning. Good morning to you, Lennox, Mike, and UB, and to everybody. First things first, I want to tell that gentleman, no UNC supporters were employed under the CPEP, under the PNM. None whatsoever. I know personally people who identified as UNC supporters, they were sent home. They were fired. I know that. I have friends in the market who used to work there and they told me about it. If you're not a PNM, you were not employed under CPEP. You hear? And the next thing, every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, you're calling Wall Street and you're complaining to Wall Street, but today you come to bat up the man on the Ground Report program. You ain't have no shame. I don't care if you come after me, KFC. I don't care. Right? That the man fly down. The man was a PNM and he fly down and he get invitation. That was like it's hard for you to understand that was a fundraiser. That was a fundraiser. Why did you pay your money and go? Why did you pay your money and go? And the other function was for the workers of the Office of the Prime Minister. Well, Stuart Young was talking about lavish parties, right? Yeah, doubles and they were lavish parties. And you come to threaten the government about local government election. I want to know how many votes you pull in. How many times you were campaigning and going door to door and campaigning to bring out people? Did you use your vehicle to transport people the day of the elections? All this is only talk. All this is only talk. Because you have nothing else to say. And I don't care. You tell me all already and I'll tell you back all. You're bringing down yourself. You're bringing down yourself. You hear Jerlyn John quiet in Coover. But you hear Jerlyn John giving us something and you jump in there. And vex because you got a little bag. A cockroach bag as you call it. Before you say, thank God you get something. You keep forgetting that people listening to you. And you're coming here with a tribe. Everywhere you're going with a tribe. And you still expect to get good treatment? Something really wrong with all you. And thanks a lot.
Oh boy, I read that Psalm 6. Wow. I'll find these long.
And it's short and sweet. Brother Carnage, brilliant one this morning. What is going on? They're trying to pile up a bacchanal. Is a bacchanal they're trying to pile up with all that garbage there. You understand? That ain't working at all. Let them try that. They ain't going to work. Come and clean up the garbage and them and keep the constituency in order. Wicked. And good morning to the Ground Report, Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, Lennox Smith, and to the callers of the program. Well, Mr. Barapo, good morning to you, sir. If I don't push back at that, what you said this morning, it will be passed and put a kind of problem to the UNC in the future with poor people. I'm going to tell you something, my brother. Let me tell you something. The reason why the PNM reign supreme in this country for decades is because they recognize the ground soldiers, the ground troop. If you push that aside, right now I will tell you this, the agenda with PNM right now on the ground, they're trying to transform this country into a Kamala hatred from the grassroots. And when the root hates you, you're gone. and bring a voter no confidence in this country despite of all the information the people are getting. And let me tell you the people who you are dealing with. You are dealing with people who had an opportunity to have proper representation in 1970 because of a Black Power movement. And those same people turn against that Black Power movement to go and follow a movement that never bring them from the bottom of the economic ladder. The only time the economic ladder in this country will be moving smooth is when we remove the PNN from office, and we want to keep them there. But to keep them there, you have to know how to beat the propaganda. So Barack, I'm not attacking you. I'm responding to you because this is what talk show is all about. Notice I don't know nothing about you. I don't know you. But what you're saying on national radio will concern me. Bless me. Anyhow, back to you again. The government have a job to do. The advisors of the UNC, this present arm of the UNC, the advisors. Probably you don't know much about me in talk show, but I was so concerned about the late Patrick Manning advisors in this country when this country was booming with real money. You must focus on the advisors. Who was the person advised Kamala Prasad to shut down the CPEP just to get rid of 300 contractors without a backup plan immediately for poor people? Who was that person? Who was that person? And take so long and still taking longer to put it back on stream. Let me tell you something. To remove those contractors was very easy. Move them and take care of the people under them. And that was the poor people. You throw everybody under the bus and then start to take them off from under the bus one by one. Mr. Barco, you'll let me respond to you again. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Ground report morning again. And as I spoke about the advisor in my first contribution on a voice note, to the construction that taken place by the government of the day in the movement area, there was two main construction going on there. This is to the advisor and the Ministry of Finance. Between the post office and the primary school that badly needed in the area because there's post office very close all around. Which one of these projects should be priority? I see a pressing forward with the post office. That making any sense to the country? MOVA activists, not UNC, PNM, the MP. Why are they talking about that? What are they saving up that for? To make it an argument when local election call? Nah, it's real politics playing here with me. Here we're going to do it. Make a decision. Start the school back again and let the school finish with the children from crossing that lady on the road. And stop paying rent to private owners in this country for decades now. Build back the school.
Morning, everybody. It's an interesting topic this morning. It's about a very core issue of this country and how we would, our past and how we would want to be in the future. A few callers talked about it, but the three main ones were Balpo, Mr. Controversial, and I call him the closet. Our next one I call him the closet communist because he has a very strong lead towards Russia and China, which is fanciful. I strongly disagree with him usually, but I agree with him to some degree this morning. At the core of Trinidad's problem in its past is the dependency on government. And so that is basically a welfare state. We are a welfare state. The problem with welfare states is there are only two ways to support it. You either become communist and you violently take from everybody to bring everybody into, you take from everybody to bring everybody more or less on the same level. Right? That's the communist way. The other way is to go the other way, the very opposite, to be ultra-capitalist, like some of the Nordic countries that a lot of people think are communist. They're not. They are welfare states. And that is to produce, overproduce, make money like rain. I'm talking about the country in general. And with the excess, you're able to support people who, for whatever reason, can't support themselves. Right? The problem with Trinidad is we can do neither now. There's an expectation for a welfare state still, but we have no means of doing that. I would hope we don't go communist, and we are not in a position of excess production to support a welfare state. So a lot of government programs and things, what they call old age pension, for example, is not a pension, it's a grant. It is a grant for that when the government has excess, it can give some of that excess to senior citizens, basically to stave off the effects of inflation. That's what that is. Okay? But we don't have the excess money. This government needs to get busy in the business of creating revenue, right? And one of the big ways they need to do that is to get our oil and gas sector back up, especially that refinery. But the question would be, should the government own it or should private interests? Because the other spin-off of this problem is that eventually, if government controls too much and runs too much for too long, it goes bad. Argentina is a classic example. For decades, they did 100 times more welfare than we did. In fact, Argentina was basically communist, and it crashed that economy. Within 12 months of Javier Milei going into office, he was able to move the inflation rate in Argentina from 200% to 12% in 12 months because he's an ultra-capitalist. He was able to get private interests really working in Argentina and to cut government out of a lot of things. He may have done it a bit too aggressively. So it was very painful and a lot of people suffered, a lot of the poor suffered. And he almost lost the election, but surprisingly enough, he won it. It's kind of a midterm, if you want to call it that. Right? So the people of Argentina, after seeing the effects of a welfare state for too long, how it destroys their country, they began to say, listen, let's bite the bullet now to fix the country for better tomorrow. Trinidad needs to come to that point. The CPEPs and so on must eventually go. The problem would be, how do you massage that process? I would say it should take some years, because ideally what you want is for citizens to become creators of value. That's the function of a citizen, to create value. Everybody around you right now is either creating value for you or they're sucking life from you. And you would want that every citizen pulls their own weight by creating value rather than be dependent on the state. That must be the ultimate goal. The question is, how do you get there and over what time span? But that will decide how much pain is going to be felt.
Gonzalez, is more than a month now you're talking about, you're talking to your lawyers about suing Anil. What happened? They mean advisors here that what Anil talking is the truth. You and your wife, why all you don't pay back Trinidad the $1.something million so poor people in this country could live a little better?
With the excess, you're able to support people who, for whatever reason, can't support themselves. The thing with Trinidad is
nice. Oh boy. All the time check, it's 1 minute past the hour of 9 o'clock. And you're listening to the Growing Report. Lennox Smith, well, you see what the debate was about this morning, which is who deserve, who ain't deserve. Ask not what your country can do for you, but is what you can do for your country. Welfare state, and you see the direction it's going down. Yeah, you see the direction.
All those cliches and analogies, I think, and idiom and so on, and maxims, very appropriate. But the one I didn't touch when I got the opportunity to speak would have been Tobago. So let me conclude now that we here, and that is that the PNM, as usual, see in others that which is in them. So Penny will go, as typical, she goes to Tobago, and then she talks about all these ideals about transparency, accountability, development, and of course the PNM as we were, not regaled, I should say, but rhetorically would have gotten doses of that after doses under Rowley's administration. Well, she has taken up the baton and going the same direction, saying that all of the major projects in Tobago, developmental wise, physical, infrastructurally, and so on, is as a result of the PNM. Of course, and the contemporary or modern Trinbagonian would say, well, the amount of monies that the PNM played with over the years, Trinidad and Tobago ought to be the Dubai of the West or the Singapore of the West. So I think she will have a very difficult time in convincing the Tobagonians to vote for the PNM or for any one of them to win their respective electoral districts as far as the PNM candidates are concerned. But I wish them luck. I see that they have taken Dr. Rowley out of the campaign once again, all entirely, after, of course, his flopped conversation with the former Honorable Prime Minister. Some say former. Whichever it is, the fact is that he is out and he is now persona non grata as far as the PNM is concerned and that election. So so it's more of the same, and I expect that there will be a total 15-none sweep in Tobago. We are yet to make the necessary, what I consider to be logistical arrangements to get to Tobago in some time. The election is on the 12th of January. But I know that you are handling that, so I will say no more. I want to say, of course, people look forward to some promos with respect to, of course, the ground report moving to 91.1 Talk City. We did, of course, reach another milestone in that regard. Both Andy and I had to be at the station over the weekend, and we did what we have to do, and therefore expect that. We are preparing you because we have been doing so for some time, telling you that you will have limited time to speak. We will have limited time to respond. There will be, of course, ads and other what I consider to be intermission breaks within the 3 hours that we'll have. Yes, we have the usual time from 6 to 9 o'clock, but it will be a horse of a different color when we would have moved it. Of course, and we will be on television 4, station 4, where, of course, there will be a simulcast, so to speak. Both operations will be engaged, both media houses will be engaged simultaneously. So look forward to that in the new year. And of course, the date, well, the 5th of January. That's my contribution for today, Andy.
Nice. So Trinidad Tobago, all is will be well. All just have patience with God. By God, everything will be possible. Nothing ain't gonna just come just so quick. Right? You all could have choose anyways. So any other program to listen to this morning, you all choose the Ground Report. And thanks so much. We look forward to you all of us, moving forward in that journey. In the new year, we will be back on mainstream media, where we will continue to educate the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Because we all want to live better. We deserve to live better. And so far, we're seeing that this new administration wants us to live better. So until tomorrow morning, please God, don't forget tonight corridor transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith, from 8 o'clock. And don't forget 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock is Irvin Felix. So you know you'll get Wall Street and them in the afternoon time in day too. I want to start to make an arrangement leading up to this whole election thing in Tobago. See if I can get the team in Tobago. So weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Sunday night. Well, it's so close to the elections and all those various things. But again, that is possible because many people are asking if we are going, but that will only be possible with financing. But we will have to have somewhere to stay over the weekend. We will have to have a vehicle to drive to move about. So you know how this go. So until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place from 6 to 9 a.m. We are out of here.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.